welcome to Afronics. Today we are going to start the Arduino plus Proteus 8.12 tutorial. So with that we have to first of all know how to install Proteus 8.12 and also how to install Arduino Ide, also how to include the Arduino library into Proteus 8.12. Okay, but I have already made videos on how to install Proteus 8.12 and also how to include Arduino and other libraries into Proteus 8.12. You can find the link to these videos in the description below. But for now, straight ahead, we will go and see how you can download Arduino. Just have to open your best browser. So I am using Google Chrome. So all what you need to do here, you just need to type Arduino. IDE download. Okay, click enter. It will show you the first link, which will be www.arduino.cc software. You click on it, it will navigate you straight to the Arduino website. Okay, in the Arduino website you can get various downloading options. So if you are using Mac, okay, if you are using Linux, you can download them from here. But for me, I am using Windows, and here is the option for Windows. Okay, it's stated here that Windows 7 and newer. So I am using Windows 10. So if you are using from Windows 7 up to Windows, now we have Windows 11, so you can go for this downloading option. If you are using Linux, you can go for these options. If you are using Mac, then you go for this option. So I'm going for Windows 7 and newer. I just click. Yeah, so this is the amount of people, how many times this particular IDE has been downloaded. So from here, they are asking you for a support. If you really want to support, you can contribute here and then download. But if you don't have means of supporting, you can just go ahead and download from here. Okay, just download. All right, see, it's downloading. So let us give it a time, some time, let it finish downloading. So we can see it's going on smoothly. Okay, so I just need to click here for us to open and install it straight away. So let's come here. He said make sure you read through so that before whatever you are trying to agree to, you make sure that you read through. Okay, you read through and you understand before you agree. Okay, that is one of the thumb rules. Okay, let's say agree. All right, satisfy, install the software and all these things. Okay, next. You can have some accuracy when it is time for you to implement it in the hardware part. So as an engineer, you have to make sure that you implement your work first in the software. Use any software of your choice that before implementing the hardware part. Okay, we are still happy here. Immediately after installing, after the installation, you can find the shortcut here. So all you need to do is to click on it and you start, it will start straight away. Okay, it's all good. Okay, now we have our Proteus opened, and here's the Arduino. So we have to go and create a project. Okay, let's name this project as we'll name this project as let's say first. Okay, let's go first tutorial. Okay, all right, we good there. Say next. All right, next, yes, next, finish. Okay, now it's time for us to hook up the Arduino. First of all, let us search for the Arduino board. Come to placement, the library placement. If you haven't included the Arduino library yet into Proteus 8.12, check in the description below. There is a link to a video in which you go step by step on how to include Arduino and other libraries into Proteus 8.12. So I have already done that, so let me search for my Arduino. Say Arduino. Okay, scroll down. I'm going for Uno. Arduino Uno. Let's say I love this one, blue. Okay, just need to paste it here. Good. So let me see how to. Okay, now you can see clearly. Now I need LED. So let me see which one I will go for. Should I go for purple or pink? Let me go for purple. All right, so I'll put it right here. Okay, now one thing we have to know that this LED is connected to ground. The end part of it is connected to ground, while the other part is connected to the Arduino, and we know that Arduino is giving out 5 voltage, right? So we have to use this thing called as resistor for this LED, but since this one is giving out 5 voltage, I don't think if it will harm the LED. So in that case, we just need to go for ground. Then you have to come to terminal mode, then you go for ground. Take this symbol ground, you put it here, and then connect this to this. Okay, now you can connect. Let me move this down. Okay, a little bit. Thank you. All right, so let me connect this to pin 11. Normally most of Arduino, even the example in any of this Arduino platform, they connect it to pin 13, but I am using pin 11. You can use any pin of your choice. We know that this path, let me zoom this. Okay, all right, we know that this part is analog. Okay, these pins are analog pins, and these ones are digital pins, so we just need digital part. Okay, now we've coupled up our circuit. Now one thing we have to do is to come to the Arduino IDE and try to do our first programming. Okay, now we have the voice setup, and then we have the voice loop. Okay, now we have the void setup, and also we have the void loop. So one thing we need to do, we have to declare our variable. Declaring our variable means we have to state, because as at now we are connecting this to this, but this the IDE doesn't know what is happening in Proteus. So you have to tell the IDE that where the pin is, where the LED is connected to the pin you are working with. So with that, you have to declare it at the top. So let me go down. All right, you can just say int. Okay, int, let's say what, let us say LED is equals to, okay, I like to make my the code neat and clear so that everyone will see. So from there we just say equals to pin, we have 11, it is connected to 11. But make sure that this is very, very important, that Arduino programming, any statement, when you finish the statement, you have to end it with a semicolon. So you just need to give it a semicolon there. Now we've set up our pin. Next we have to come to the void loop, and this one, let me clear this one. You see, put your setup code here to run once. Here it only run once. Okay, it runs once. Immediately it starts to execute, it will execute once. Here it will execute repeatedly, that is void loop. So here let us come to our pin mode, our void loop. Now here let us come to our void setup. In our void setup, let us put pin mode. That's supposed to be a cap M, okay, a capital M. In mode, you see it's turned red. Is this red in fact, or orange? Okay, let's say red. You see the color changes. That means that the IDE is happy and it recognizes what we've said. Okay, pin mode, put bracket. What are we going to do? Which pin are we going to what do we want to do here? We want to give an instruction to our LED. So we just say LED, comma, what do we want our LED to behave? How do we want it to behave? Is it an output or input? And make sure that you have to understand this thing clearly. Okay, if it is an output, meaning it is receiving an instruction and then give as it receives. Okay, if it's serving as an input, it means that it is the one giving instruction. But in this case, the LED is receiving instruction from the Arduino, and then it gives out that instruction. It will execute that instruction as it receives from the Arduino. So in that case, we have to set it as an output and not an input, right? Okay, so now we can just say out, all in cap, output. Okay, you see it's the color changed, so which means that the Arduino is happy with us and it recognizes what we've stated there. And then you end it with, all right, that is a close bracket. But one thing, don't forget your semicolon. Okay, now we are good. So it's going to turn on. So then we now move on to, that means it will receive an instruction from the Arduino and it will know what to do with that instruction as it received. Okay, now let us come to this part called the void loop. Okay, you see you have this is open parenthesis Okay, this is the open and here is the close. Same likewise here, you have the open parenthesis. Immediately you click on this parenthesis, you will know that here it's the closing parenthesis. Okay, now we come to this part. Let us make it neat. Okay, now in this case we have to put something as we want, hence this one is digital part. We have to put it as digital, right? Make sure the W is in cap, digital, right? The reason being is that you don't give space in when you are using Arduino Ide. So in order to know that this thing is different from this, it's not the same word, it is because of this capital here, which shows that there's supposed to be space. Now if we are to put this small w, you see the color doesn't change, meaning the Arduino doesn't, the IDE didn't recognize what you have written. So you just have to change it to capital W, which means that the IDE is happy with us and it recognized what you have written. So you put IDE digital, right? You put your in bracket. What do you want digital right to do? Okay, so you have digital right, and when you are using digital right, it has to be high or low. High mean for it to be on and low mean off. All right, okay, so we say digital right. What do we want to put on? We want to put on the LED, comma. How do you want to put it on or off? On, so you have to put it high, and this has to be in cap. Okay, all in cap, high. Okay, see, it recognized it, so you just have to close the bracket, and don't forget your semicolon. Press enter, then you will go again, digital, say digital right, capital right, digital right, go, then you put, we want it to come on and off. Okay, now let us see something I did. Before compiling your code, make sure you come to this part, file. From file you go to references, and then from references make sure you tick this one, compilation. Okay, you have to click, mark this one, make sure it is ticked, compilation, then you press OK. And for me, I will run this and see if it is happy with us. Okay, we want to save this one. We just say what do we save this one as? We save it as first. Okay, first score tutorial. All right, okay, save. Okay, we've saved this our work. Okay, now it's going. I'm kind of nervous if there is going to be any error. Okay, it's all okay. Yeah, we good. So far so good. Okay, good. This one is nice. So we are okay, done compiling. Make sure you increase this part. Okay, and then you check for the hex file. Check here around this part where you see .hex. Oh, I've seen mine. Okay, it is here. See, .hex first tutorial .ino .hex. Okay, now I am going to mark from this part up from C, okay, colon up to .hex. Okay, so in fact, let me start from here. You mark it like this. Okay, up to this C. Okay, From there I will click on Control C. Okay, then I will come to my Arduino, then double click on this one. It will show me for the program file. Okay, you just have to click on the program file, click like V, okay, Control V, or you can just click on this, then you go to the file where you save. You see, I saved this one in already in my, it is in the document built-in, Arduino built-in. You see, it has seen this is it, first tutorial.x hex. This is the hex file. Okay, so open this hex file. You just have to say open, then click on open, say okay. Now one thing we need to do is to run this program and see if everything goes well. Okay, boom, it's on. That's great. See, it's on here. So our program was good, it was okay. So that was okay. You can see it right here, it's on. Okay, now let me let us see the LED. Okay, you see it's on. That's great. So next, let us see and try to make for it to blink. Let us try to put it off again. Okay, we can just type here, say digital, right? Digital. Okay, that was typo. Digital, right? Okay, make sure it is in capital W, right? Then you have to click, say LED, comma. This time we want it low, all in cap. All right, don't forget your semicolon or semicolon. Now you're good. Now let us see what is going to happen. Let us compile this. No, when you are compiling this, no need again to transfer the code into, no need again to transfer the file into Proteus 8.12. One thing you need to do is to refresh this one. Okay, it has done compiling. All you have to do is to stop and then you play again. Now you see there's something, you see it's coming on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. If you can see, this line is blinking, but it's coming on and off to the point that your eye cannot recognize it. Let us take a closer look. If you take a closer look at it, it's like it's on and off, on and off, on and off to the point that your eyes cannot recognize it. So one thing you need to do is to put a delay for a particular time frame, because our eyes can recognize up to certain nanoseconds, I think. So we have to put a delay, and when you are putting a delay here, it can take up to it is in milliseconds. So you want to put it in second, and we know that 1,000 milliseconds makes 1,000 milliseconds make 1 second. Okay, now let us put a delay here. Let us say delay. Okay, it recognized that. Put bracket. How many seconds do we want this delay to be? Let us put it as 1,000. That is 1 second. Okay, don't forget your semicolon. Okay, great. Now you want to do the same thing for this one, that it will be on for 1 second and off for 1 second. So the process continues. You put again delay. Okay, put your bracket, and then you put in 1 second. That is 1,000 milliseconds. Okay, don't forget your semicolon. Click, and then let us compile this code. Okay, we are happy. Okay, Good, it's done compiling. So all we need to do is to stop this and then run it again. Wow, you see, it's on. It will go off. 1 second. On, off, on, off. That's great. Okay, so congratulations, you've done your first programming, okay, in Arduino. Now let us play around this a little bit. Now let us say if we put this half a second, that is 100, and then let us put this one also have a second and see. Let us see how it will blink. Okay, okay, we are happy here. All right, so now let us stop and then run again and see. Okay, you see now the way it's blinking. See the way it's blinking. All right, now let us see if we are to increase this and decrease this, and let us see how it look like. Okay, now if we are to put this 500 and this one 100, and let us see how it will go. Okay, kind of nervous. This is all about just playing around with the figures and the code so that you can have your desired. Maybe you want to blink it in a different way. Okay, it's okay. Now let us stop and let us play. You see, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, like that. You see. Okay, now let us do the same thing here. If we are to put this 500 and then we put this one 100, and let's see how it will look like. Okay, it's compiling. We are okay. Now let us stop this and let us play. You see, like it will be on fast and then go off. The period of it being off is longer than the period it will take to come on. So guys, today I want to congratulate you for walking through your first program in Arduino. So guys, this is what I have for you today. Please don't forget to click on the subscription button if you haven't subscribed yet, and then like this video and also comment if you face any trouble. Okay, now, and also share it with someone whom you know that it will be of a great help to. So guys, thank you.